welcome to episode 8 of Fate Awakens. Last time, our characters participated in the arena, killing a few people and successfully coming out of it a little richer. And a little bit disturbed and messy. They also learned a little secret about Remdil, as well as something that happened in Parvis. Meaning another tear has appeared.
Well, I believe we should get to the governor now.
Oh, yeah.
We know where's that.
Alright, let's head there then.
Okay.
I will lead. No, has anybody else been there? I've been to the gates, I think.
Yeah,
I've gone. I spent
You
a long
have.
time in front of those gates.
arena of the arena.
So
Yeah.
maybe like an hour at the gates.
All right,
A
so
long time.
you all make your way to the governor's house. There is a guard outside saying, "We've been waiting on you. Your friends are waiting out here, right?"
No, they will be.
No, they're waiting out here.
No, they will be joining me.
Look, I don't know if you think you're all special because you won this championship.
No, I think that there's an emergency that we need to speak to the governor about right now.
Even emergencies have to take an appointment, okay?
We don't
You can
need
go
your
in for your-
permission. We can easily
I
take care
say,
of you.
Arena, you know what to say. It's fine. Go in, communicate with him, tell him the message.
Friends. Sir.
It's good to see you again.
I know, right?
I don't remember where it's been, but
How are you doing? Is it grade school? You pushed little Kimmy on the playground.
Kimmy. Must have been funny. He must have laughed at it, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're supposed to have an appointment. We're a little late, about 5 minutes.
I don't think you're on the list. Give me a second.
You personally told me.
I probably forgot. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
it's no problem.
You can go on in.
Thank you.
After you.
And I'll gesture too.
I'll just walk in.
Yes, we go in.
Stars blessings.
Sure. All right.
Thanks, old friend. As they walk in.
What happened?
Hi.
The repercussions of me abusing this is going to be so bad.
Terrible.
Yeah.
All right. So you all get to the governor's front door.
As we're walking in, I want to be like, guys, do we have like a signal if this goes bad and we kill the guy?
I'll give Remdil a nod.
Maybe something a little more than just a nod.
I don't nod often.
We need a code word. Okay, what if somebody knocks on the door?
As soon as you knock on the door,
That was me knocking on the door.
Yep.
All right, guys, what about wait?
someone comes to the door, opens it.
Tomato.
Tomato.
Tomatoes look
Are you all here for dinner?
Yes.
Yes.
Indeed.
Please, this way. As the young man turns around and walks straight in, there is a large, extremely large dinner that could probably feed an army. A small army, but an army nonetheless. There's at least 3 hogs on the table, not including a pile of apples.
Remdil's just drooling.
But it's got 2 plates for this whole table, one on each side, and this table's probably about 12 feet long. But I'm sorry, we did not know there were multiple guests coming. That is probably my mistake. I will correct that.
Surely it should be easy to pull some more chairs out.
We will make sure that happens.
Kind of walk up to the table and just start perusing. Take a grape,
Okay.
start eating.
Everything seems to be like fresher than anything you've seen in the market.
Don't like that.
There's also about a dozen tomatoes.
Yes. I'm beelining it straight towards the red fruit/vegetables,
They're all fresh.
as we shall now say their names.
But your plates are all taken out, chairs brought out. Silverware. The silverware is actually silver. Well, please, the governor should be here shortly. He asked that you wait for him. As she leaves.
I fill my plate
Yeah.
with fruit and other things. Yeah,
No,
I'm
just
eating.
sit.
I'm eating.
I'm gonna take like a big slice of this ham, pork, whatever you want to call it. Pig.
This meeting does
General
not
pig.
bode well if it starts off with disrespect.
I'm not sure we're even supposed to be here, so I'm gonna eat while I get
I
a
mean,
chance.
we certainly are. I'm normally one for,
Give me cheese.
protocol and following the rules, but after this meeting, who knows when the next time we'll be able to have a good meal is. We might as well take advantage of it while we're here.
After I slice off my piece and like start eating, I'm like realize everyone else is kind of just like staring at the. I'm assuming a large knife in my hand. Big. Anybody else?
I think Dominic eats.
I'm good.
I'll wait.
Clawing in.
Y'all hear the hinges of the large door at the end of the hall open as the governor walks in. Do I need to call the guards? Or are you all going to dismiss yourself?
The guards let us in.
Oh, no problem. We don't mind at all. Why don't you take a seat?
Do you know what to say, Irina? Do you have this?
I mean, for you.
Oh, no, I got everything I need right here. Just come on, let's have a chat.
Excuse me, sir.
Perhaps it might be.
Have you
Better
heard?
speak quick.
Have you heard the news from the town yellow, or whatever you call it here, about the rift opening up in the sky?
Are you talking about the one in the little small town southwest of here?
Yes, Aussie Ruin, I believe, is the town you speak of. But Parvis, I believe, is the name of the town where another rift has opened up, spilling out shadows onto the light.
Mm-hmm. So?
Well, they'll be coming here as you're directly in the middle of those two places, and I was curious as if you had a plan to either evacuate or defeat these shadows.
I've not seen such a thing. Only rumors.
Yes, well, I can assure you that they are true.
We can all confirm that they're true.
I'm not sure if you've heard of the Gaunt family in Aussie Ruin. One of the
Low life?
largest library in the land. In a town where you don't seem to have one, by the way.
I dropped my food to that comment, and I'm now like looking over.
But I assure you, as a learned man, that it is true that magic and darkness are spreading over this land at a rapid rate.
It does not concern me.
Governor,
I'm afraid it does.
Wait, damn, come on. Let me speak.
Jumping into my conversation, motherfucker.
Right. Governor, I defeated your champion today. I believe that I have earned the right to sit at your table with you and enjoy a dinner.
I believe
was
only you were invited as well.
Then they can stand. Let's you and I sit.
Works for me.
They can stand outside.
Of the room.
You have 5 minutes
To eat?
for everything. As he sits down and starts eating whatever is in front of him.
I guess I'll stand up and I'll say, we'll be right outside in case you need anything or have any questions.
Got like 4 minutes and 47 seconds.
No, she was saying 5 minutes for him. Just for her, right? Or all of us.
He said 5 minutes. Did not specify anything.
Are we leaving? Backing up?
I'm gonna stand up and go like against the wall, but I'm not leaving the room.
Yeah.
He is just looking at the food, not even looking at any of y'all, and just eating.
I'm gonna kind of like wave to everyone, like
Yeah, if we're backing off.
stay.
I would like to take my plate of food and carry it to the wall with me.
I thought
He
that
doesn't
wasn't given.
look.
I was also doing that. I'll give you a guidance for you, sir.
Governor, the events that occurred in Aussie Ruin happened. Many people died. The town to just near here that also experienced the same thing. What was it called? Parvis. All of those people are also probably going to die. Your town lies in the middle of these two. If you don't do anything, you and all of your people are going to die.
He continues to eat.
If you do nothing, we will take action ourselves.
He still continues to eat.
When she
If you
says
do,
that,
if
I
you
would
do
like
not
to put down my plate.
respond, if you have absolutely no response, you will deeply regret.
Is that a threat?
Yes.
I want to imagine him stuck in his chair as entangling roots fill the room.
Nice.
around him.
Well, it's like a
What's this?
20-foot cube, right? So, like, around his side of the table. Like,
Strength save?
Probably making it grow out of his chair.
it is a strength save.
How
Yeah,
strong
what's
is
the
this
DC?
Fat character?
14.
Is sitting the same as prone?
Yes.
Yeah.
Outstanding.
Is it? Oh, nice.
So
Do I notice the vines sneaking up?
they are definitely roll perception.
17 plus whatever.
Yes, you see.
Yeah.
As the vines start to creep up, I'm going to stand at my seat.
Okay.
Just watch.
He doesn't seem to notice the vines creeping in as they are surrounding his chair and just kind of twisting up the legs.
It's around him too, right?
Yep, I'm trying to restrain him in this chair.
Governor, you need to protect your people. You need to evacuate the town.
These people don't concern me. They shouldn't concern you either.
We'll look over at Remdil.
Your own people do not concern you.
No, why would they?
Well, I'm afraid, as leader of this town, you have a responsibility to them.
I have no responsibility to anyone.
I'm afraid that you do, and if you choose to squander your responsibility and your opportunity to save them, then someone else must save them.
I believe I gave y'all 5 minutes.
I believe that time is almost up. Remdil,
Matt checks out.
Like that big guy.
Tomatoes?
Tomatoes.
On that, I'm gonna walk up and
and as Remdil is walking up, I'm going to punch him in the throat.
Roll an
So
attack,
that
roll
he
an
can't
advantage.
yell. I'm going to try and, stop his voice box.
Roll an attack
Not what I
advantage.
was expecting.
Double pop.
19 plus 7. So.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
wait,
roll.
let me see if I can. Let me see. Nope. Okay.
Okay, roll your damage.
Alright, that's
I gave you guidance because I was like, surely this guy will need a check. Like, it'll be a talk. No, he's just an
8.
asshole.
Does anyone have thaumaturgy?
Immediately, you hit him in the throat, and he, not realizing your own strength, he coughs out blood immediately. And immediately he's like wheezing, almost like he can't even breathe.
Cool. I'm going to
So
turn
as-
around and walk away from the table. It's your turn, Remdil.
as she said that, and I notice her, like, Remdil kind of gets amped up sometimes. And I'm just gonna walk over.
Snap it. Roll an attack advantage real quick.
What?
We killed
That's, I mean, just a 14. But
It hits. All right, so roll a. You're critting automatically on this, so roll a d4.
2 plus my strength.
Okay.
Plus 4.
Plus your 4. So you immediately grab his neck, snap his neck, and you snap it so hard, not used to your own strength yet, that his face is now facing behind the chair.
He looks like Drawl, the owl.
You said he coughed up blood, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna walk over and prestidigitation all the mess he made,
Okay.
and I'll say, under the table then. Is there kind of long tablecloth?
There is a drape on one side, so it's like one long red drape across the elongated side of the table.
So just the two heads have.
Yes.
If he has any jewelry, I'm going to take it off as they're like pushing.
Wow!
Oh my god.
Roll an investigation check.
This guy, real mercenary, real fast.
We get what to be done.
15.
Oh, really?
Well,
You
I'm
like
known to
that
take
guy.
trophies for my kills. and
You
stuff.
get a signet ring off of his finger.
Oh,
I give it to.
I say, Droll, that will be good. We can show the people that they'll have to free themselves from this. We can use this as a signal to them.
Well, I was thinking more of a trophy that Remdil could show the what'd you call the Ruby Guild.
Yes, we can use it for both purposes, but we need to move this body. Is there anywhere in the room that could store a body anywhere?
There's
Cabinets or something,
There's like a pantry closet
What is
in the
the
corner.
what is the plan here now? What are we telling?
I believe we try to leave without killing anyone under his payroll, as they're simply following orders, and we inform the town ourselves that they need to evacuate.
And go where?
Where?
Good question.
Does anyone have the ability to
Perhaps to
set something up?
perhaps to
Illusion? Or
offer Starfy
that's
farther enough away, or they could head to Sutter's Point Harbor as well.
That is where we came in.
there's no way this isn't going to come back on Arena. Everyone heard the governor invite her here.
I feel the governor's disposition for his own people is most likely known by the people themselves.
Right? Guess that's the best we can hope for.
Well, we shouldn't sit around here talking. We need to get out of here.
Yeah, so
Certainly.
I'll motion to Remdil to, I guess, shove the body in the pantry.
I'll help him.
You open his pantry and you see just baskets of like baguettes and stuff like that in there.
Perhaps we should say that the governor never showed up to our
I
dinner.
think that the governor's death is something we'll have to reveal to the people, but in a way that it assures them of we're doing this for their good, for their lives. This town needs to be evacuated.
All right. So
shoving him in the pantry.
he's in the pantry. You close the door.
The city's huge.
all
I don't know
right, let's
where
get
we go, though.
Let's leave.
Okay. As you're leaving, the young man says, did you enjoy dinner? Would you like... I can get you a basket of fruit to go.
We had a nice time, thank you, but we are fine.
The governor said he would be up in his chambers, not to be bothered.
Very well, I will check on him later.
Yes. Not for long. Long time.
I'm just gonna keep walking, like eyes huge. Like,
And I president stage on all the mess, whatever.
Okay. All right, so you guys walk out, and now you see the guard kind of facing you as you're walking out the front door. I did not invite y'all in that I know of. I don't know what y'all did to me, but
Yes, the governor gave it to us good. We're not supposed to be here. We're sorry.
and just remember, whatever happened, it's your fault. And I keep walking.
he immediately like goes wide-eyed and just starts staring at you around a little bit. And he's like, just
So,
goes back to his post.
Dominic, have you done thaumaturgy ever?
Yes.
Okay. I believe we need to find, perhaps in the center of town, some place for you to speak to the masses and tell them to evacuate. You seem to be able to be the loudest.
Can I thaumaturgy other things? Can I like amplify things? Is that how thaumaturgy works? If someone else
You
wants
mean
to
on someone else?
Yeah.
You can cast it on someone and make them voice louder, yes.
Yeah.
If that is your question.
If you seem a more wordy person than I am, so if you wouldn't mind,
I'm gonna look ahead
I
for
can
like a
simply
good
amplify you.
podium or center of town or something.
Your voice.
You remember in the center of the marketplace, it was a nice...
I did it on other people before. Might just not pay attention.
Or you put a noose on. That you can stand on. That it's pretty much center of the market.
Sure,
I mean, that is
Yes,
how it works.
yeah.
That is how the necklace works.
I remember walking through the city. There was some sort of like execution block. Maybe it's a good spot to get a vantage point.
Common gathering place.
Yeah.
If you want to get the word out. Trust me.
Thaumaturgy does a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it does.
As we turn the corner, like into the market, I'm gonna point out and be like, "All right,
Okay. It's just like a 3-foot raised platform.
If you wanna do it, you can wear my necklace and I can do it through you. You seem to know exactly what we're trying to get there. I'm still trying to process this, honestly.
It does say your voice.
Well, the necklace. It centers on the necklace.
Oh, I see.
The necklace changes the rules.
Yes, that's fine.
Amulet.
On the fly.
This, you take this necklace and it just kind of,
Hovers on me.
yeah, it kind of hovers up, away from the actual chain itself.
Honestly, I just want to see if this works.
go ahead,
Right
Emmett."
down the coast.
I'll just hold my hand on my heart because I have no necklace anymore and just focus on it.
People of Aftion,
At first, your voice kind of wavers a lot, almost like you're having a little hard time concentrating anymore because the necklace is away. Your voice goes really loud to almost a normal yell.
Alright.
Mm.
I'll
get closer to see if it
yeah,
helps.
so stand right next to me. You can like put your hand on me or something
Yeah.
too.
Make physical contact.
People of Aftion,
It sounds good now.
I'm gonna cover
Just
my
had
ears
to-
from this. Like,
Had to adjust the rabbit ears a little bit.
People of
Lost the
Aftion,
signal.
your leadership has abandoned you to the dangers of the shadows and the rifts that have opened in Parvis and Ossirun. I'm afraid I come bearing bad news.
I'm gonna like hold up the ring to give to Edmund.
I'll just like park back. I'm not showing that yet.
Not all the cards.
That's so much better than I.
Magic has returned to this world, and it is dangerous. There are evil forces at foot that appear to be shadows over this land. As a town between the two rifts, you must evacuate to Settlers Point Harbor and get away from this darkness. I do not ask you on faith alone. And I'll shoot a firebolt up into the air.
Okay. That seems to be the first thing that gets their actual attention, is the firebolt.
Okay.
They just kind of look at you from where they were standing originally. Now they've got they're starting to push in a little bit.
See, they like that. Like I do it too. Like, oh.
You're just like holding the flame.
My companions and I have been either blessed or cursed with this magic, but we are on your side. We are here to try to defeat the shadows and figure out what is causing a rift in the land. We show you not on faith alone. And I'll like gesture to you, a couple of you, to like shoot your shots.
As you do that, the gathering towards you is now starting to go a little bit further away.
They've seen this before. If they're part of my flock,
You're backing away.
We are not to fear.
it's not my only faith.
We are here as friends. We are survivors of Aussie Ruin. Our town was eviscerated by this shadow, and I wish not to see more death fall upon our land. To our brethren, you must leave for Settlers Point. Take your family. If you have children, take them. I'll shoot another fireball up in the air.
Fireball, yeah.
Every time he does, I'm like, yeah.
Every time he does a big firebolt, you just do like a little puff of flames.
Your governor has run. He has abandoned you. And then I'll show the ring.
Okay.
He has no need for this shadow, as he has no need for you. He's a coward. But for your own safety, you must also run. I tell you this now. If you wish to stay, let it be known that you'll be condemning yourself to death.
A young woman speaks up. What's to stop them from going there?
Hopefully us. This magic is new. We must learn as much as we can.
Upon hearing us, I'm like,
To give these people hope, bro.
But then you said, hopefully us.
We know not what enemy we face, but if we face it together, dwarf, elf, human,
Half-elf?
then maybe, just maybe, we may overcome it. I tell you this now.
Are you going to continue the speech on and just keep adding on?
No. It's gonna let it, I was gonna go all day.
I was waiting for like ask not what this country can do. Ask what you can do for Bastion.
whenever he like stops, I'm gonna just throw one little last
Right.
fire burst.
That's so much better than anything I would have said. I am not a talker.
Okay. So as they like
You should
look
start
at
a
you,
cult.
you're starting to get questions. One of them asks you, "What proof do you have of any of this?" That's the first thing that comes up.
Well, I've been shooting fireballs the whole time. Fireballs.
Maybe they need evil magic.
The proof is that my wife, my son, and my orphans are now stranded in a monastery.
Shady monastery.
The baker that lived across from me is dead. All of my friends in my town of Ossirun are dead. To lie about this would be a disgrace on myself and my town.
Offended.
I'm gonna bow my head at that comment.
We've lost loved ones, and we wish not for anyone else to feel that pain. The proof of our magic is real. Why lie about the shadow? Any more questions?
A little boy says, I just came from Parvis.
And what did you see, little one?
The sky broke.
Ah! Yet another example
I'm not on the screen,
of our
right?
truthfulness.
I'm gonna move over to that little boy,
Okay.
and I'll take him aside and ask him quietly, is your family here with you?
Okay. Never mind. Just the sky broke.
Alright, I guess while they're talking to...
Okay.
Any more questions?
They all kind of whisper to each other.
Well, now is the time to make haste. If you choose not to believe me, you do so at the expense of yourself and your loved ones.
Just so you know, it is starting to become sunset, which is when you remember the activity starting on the other one.
We should probably set a meeting place like Southgate in an hour.
I'm not... I mean, I was just going to let them all go. I don't think we're like escorts.
No leadership?
City of guards.
Fine leadership.
But I'm just
We
saying,
have stuff to do.
Right.
Like, we need to
these
go to
people
the
are
desert.
complete. Okay.
We need sand shoes.
I suggest to leave as soon as you can. Gather only the things you need to travel.
Keep as many torches with you as possible, and keep them lit.
I'll repeat that.
Okay.
We are off to find the source of this magic and hope to destroy it.
All right.
Stars' blessings to you all.
Spread the word.
And I'll step that off.
Okay. You step down.
And I'll give him back his...
Thank you.
You notice through the crowd is Edmund, the 17th? Your son.
Oh, yeah.
So he steps through and is like, Father, I've got news.
My boy. I feared I would never lay eyes on you again.
Yes,
I'll give him a
well,
little kiss on the forehead.
good to see you. We went and scouted Lossy Rune, and there were survivors. There was no activity. It looks like all the shadows went back. We discovered that it only happens at night. It's quiet during the day. It's just there in the sky.
Yes, I believe the very essence of a shadow fears the light. We've used torches and powerful fire magic to fend them off before.
Yes, well,
The great sun, being the greatest source of light, could very well keep them at bay.
yes, well, the townsfolk that went inside, and they seemed to most of them survived. Very few seem to have perished.
That's good to hear. But I believe we are at an epicenter of this. Whatever's been released is happening here, close to Ossy Ruin.
Yes, that's very possible.
Is there any way Tybalt's with the orphans at the monastery?
Yes,
Is there any way I can trust you to go back and
of course.
clear the town of Ossy Ruin to go to Settler's Point Harbor?
Of course. To Settlers Point?
Yes.
Uh,
It's quite a journey, but it's one we must make.
it is,
You can't live in fear night after night.
well, I'm not the adventuring type, Dad. It's more Tybalt's job.
Yes, son, but you are the learned type.
Oh,
Your
yeah,
knowledge will be necessary in the coming months.
sure. I guess I didn't bring enough. I can try.
Yes, take the town's resources as you need, and unfortunately we'll have to abandon it for now.
I'm gonna reach into my pouch and give him 50 gold.
He looks at it and is like, draw. Did you rob someone?
We've all done a few things that we're not accustomed to in this city, and I think that we all want to get out of it. But take this money and make sure everyone stays safe.
This is plenty.
I'll say, Edmund, there's something I'm curious about. And I'll pull out my wizard's book and I'll say, can you read this?
No. I don't even recognize what language that is.
That's okay, my son. I'll put it away. Well, you need to get everyone out of here. If you want to stop by the monastery and take the orphans and Tybalt along with you, as well as the monks, at least maybe some of them will go as protective units at the very least. I think it's best for us to leave our home.
There's got to be a way to stop all this.
Do I overhear that conversation?
Yeah.
Now?
Oh yeah, they're not
We're like all
being
together.
quiet.
I think, yeah.
Edmund, when you go to the monastery, the head monk might be reluctant to let his followers leave. You must convince them otherwise.
How am I going to do that?
Whatever way you can. Perhaps talk to... God, I'm so awful with names. What's that dude? The one that we like. Ewan. He will help.
Okay.
Tell him he must.
And Edmund, if they refuse to leave, make it clear to them that their job is to keep a journal of the pillars and try to protect them as well, if they choose to stay.
What's going on with the pillars?
I'll hand him the letter that I had and say,
Here, read this and present it to them, and they'll know you came from us.
how old is it? Is that your son?
He's like 40,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
45.
So are we planning on
Yeah.
sending Edmund? So Edmund
You're in
and
your 70s.
party are going with the town to this place.
So Edmund, my son, is going to go back to Oscar and take him to Settlers Point. We're telling people of Aftion to also go to Settlers Point.
That was fine.
Where's
And we're hoping he stops by the monastery, Tybalt, grabs everybody,
They're about to be building.
and evacuates.
I think everyone's point.
Little harbor town.
Way overrun.
If all that's settled, I think we need to talk about what our plan is.
I think with the amount of gold we have, we go to the shops, equip ourselves as best we can, and head out to the desert. The fighting in the arena may not have been pleasant to watch, but it does make me more confident in our ability to defend ourselves.
Okay. Everyone notices all of a sudden there is a red-headed female in a very beautiful dress with a knife on his throat. It's like, hello, all of you. No need for alarm. I just brought him his reward.
I believe this encounter will not go as you wish if you choose to kill our friend.
I have no need to kill him. As she pulls his knife down, puts it in her pocket, and hands over a sack of gold.
It's fairly aggressive.
A fairly large sack of gold.
Did you
You want to introduce me to your friends?
estimate the weight of that sack of gold in gold pieces?
Yes,
What would you say?
Everyone,
1,500.
everyone, this is Miss Ruby. Hi, Miss Ruby. Got any more governors that you kill?
Again,
I forget.
Ma'am, and I'll deep bow.
So, a pleasure
She
to
probably
meet someone of
recognizes
such a
you,
secret
too.
guild.
It just says openly.
Who says it's secret?
Well, certainly not a secret to us.
I overheard your conversation earlier. It's okay.
Well, then I can assume you're here as a friend, considering your delivery. And what have you heard of this darkness?
Quite a bit. Parvis doesn't seem to be under any major attack. But I'm kind of glad to say that we now have messengers that can communicate in an instant from multiple places in this world.
Yes, we've encountered some strange ongoings with our own abilities as well.
I don't think you understand. I can now reach almost any place in this world in an instant.
I call bullshit.
Do you call? Would you say anything?
As I doubt that. That seems hard to believe.
Is that something you could help us with? We're trying to get to the desert.
For what need?
We wish to investigate the pillars that seem to be the focal point of magic in this world.
Well, from what I know, there are at least 6 pillar locations.
There are 12.
Transport.
Apparently.
I'm glad you know this then. But I've only heard of 2 of these tears that y'all call them.
Yes, the Parvis is the second one we've heard of as well.
They seem to be focused on a little child.
What?
They focus on a child.
Oh, what now?
There's a child that seems to be involved in both of these.
Do you have this child in custody?
No, he is actually very elusive.
Well, it seems important to find him.
Yes, I would agree, as we have 4 of our assassins going towards him right now.
Are we sure he's doing this on purpose?
No, but he is causing more harm than good at this point. You can't control anything he is doing.
I would reluctantly agree with that. You said you have the ability to transport anywhere. How is this child so elusive? Does he have the same abilities?
Well, he has shown many abilities, but a lot of them show when he's scared.
Then perhaps sending out assassins may exacerbate the problem.
That is possible, but we also don't have a good way to stop him from running, which could then cause more problems to spread.
Does this child have a name?
He came from Ossirune, and I'm not sure of his name.
Can I describe my missing orphan?
We're thinking it. We're all thinking it. Yeah.
I just
Razine?
Razine. I'll describe.
So you just start-
Razine looks like.
Yep, you start describing this 15-year-old boy, and she's like, and you know this boy?
Yes, he was an orphan of Ossirune.
Well, he seems to be causing many problems.
He was quite a bit of a troublemaker, to say the least. But he's not a bad person. I
No.
couldn't believe he would be doing this of his own free will, or at least maybe he has no control.
That is possible, but it needs to stop. This is the second tear that he has opened up.
Yes, well, without a way to catch him, what can we do? I believe if I met with him, I could speak with him and calm him down. But if he's unable to be captured by your greatest assassins that can teleport anywhere in the world...
It's not our assassins that can teleport. We have one such as yourself that has learned how to send messages across great distances, and one that has learned to just appear anywhere they've seen.
It's quite a bit more powerful magic than I've encountered myself, but to learn something so strong in such a limited amount of time, both from your people and from Razine.
There is much to this world you don't know.
And much more I fear that you do not understand.
That is very
It's always
much
a
true.
big dick contest, isn't it? Jesus Christ.
I'm into it.
I haven't even
Sorry, viewers.
identified her underpants.
Is there something that we can help with? We know the little tadpole. Maybe if we can get in front of her.
You're more than welcome to try, but we are not pulling our assassins off.
Can you lead us in his direction?
I think the rift has showed you the direction.
Well, if he's still there, we should be able to speak to him, and Parvis needs to be evacuated anyway. Perhaps we should head there. If the pillars themselves are not what's causing the rift, then it seems our mission has changed to finding Razine.
We are familiar with the route. It's how we got We landed in Barvis and traveled here, so
More
Zane,
backtracking.
Zane. I guess we're off for Parvis.
Thank you very much for all of this information.
Is there a way we can reach you?
Oh. I think y'all will find a way.
Now, you seem to appear to us. Is there something else you need?
No, just here to deliver what was rightfully his.
I assume you and your organization had a plan on what to do with this town now that it is headless.
I think we've always been here and had an influence.
I'll leave it to you.
Hopefully you will take better care or find someone to take better care of the people than the governor has been.
I'm not at all.
We shall.
before she leaves, I'd like to stop her. And I'd say, if you could, I assume you get a message to Parvis before we can arrive at Parvis.
It's might be a possibility. If y'all are heading there directly, we might be there about the same time, though.
Well, if you get there early, I assume she knows of Rylan.
You ask her?
Yeah, I'm assuming she would know of somebody coming into town and doing what he's doing.
Talking about that hothead?
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Kind of like me, not as good looking.
We've seen him.
Yeah, if you could just have him ready for me at the gates, if you happen to get there before I do.
What's in this for me?
Kind of like helping you out here. If I can get to him, we can get more information exchanged quickly, and we can maybe tag team this a little quicker.
I don't know what use you have to me besides
Saving the world.
I mean, saving the world. He's got a point. The whole world.
The one you live in.
This inconvenience is going to affect us long run.
There's no such an inconvenience to deliver a message with your instantaneous message, people.
We're pretty baggy about it.
I am
Yeah, you're pretty
instantaneous.
braggy about this whole, I can give a message whenever I want. But now you're like, oh, a message? What a burden.
Well, this like chatter, I'm gonna go sit down and start eating a ration.
Okay.
I'm just saying, I asked for a slight favor that is insignificant. Now you want to throw a fit about it. Whatever.
I'll see what I can do.
Like, originally I was like kind of like in awe of this woman, and now I'm just kind of annoyed with her.
Sounds like Jethro.
The
right.
longer she talked, I was like, all right, no.
All right, you immediately don't see her anymore.
That's about what I expected. Okay, cool.
Alright.
I
She
didn't like
concluded
that
this
woman
was-
much. I think we should get some sleep.
Cool, the creepy assassin guild got magic. Awesome.
You feel a brush on your shoulder.
What
and-
else? Power kill.
So, very familiar brush on your shoulder.
I mean, I'll turn to the brush, like whichever shoulder she touched. Probably a damn trick again.
You turn, you don't see anything.
Got him.
Do I smell her perfume again?
Roll a perception check.
That's
So creepy.
I had dinner with her.
Ew.
They had dinner
Dinner and chill.
13.
and dinner alone
You smell a hint of it.
Okay.
without us.
Can we please go get some rest? It's been a long day. I feel like we've talked enough.
Should we? I remember.
To Parvis at dawn.
All the fighters may get some rest. The rest of us need to go to the shops and properly equip ourselves.
The little kid from Parvis, should we probably take him with us?
No, his family's there. He's good.
But his family's in Parvis. Or is his family in
No, his family's with him here.
okay.
I give,
Checked up on that for us.
I give 300 of the gold I have to Edmund.
I give 300. 300.
Sure.
If you don't mind, Mesa, I'm looking for something that could help me.
Yes, of course.
Go ahead.
I need to go shut my eyes for a little while.
307.
Actually, make it 450. Yeah.
Jesus.
Will you just be staying in that inn right there?
Yeah, the one that we were walking to.
On the east side.
I have a noble
Yeah, near the
background.
governor's house, I guess, right?
I've ever
Oh, that's okay.
Or, I mean, whatever one's
Figure out that.
outside.
Whatever's the closest.
That's right now. That's the closest one.
Okay.
Where are we
Yeah.
staying? By the governor's house. Oh, the end that I parked at. Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna go pay whatever it is for a room and go
Okay.
crash.
It is 10 gold per room.
Ooh. Okay. I'll pay it.
Oh, it didn't go. Aren't we like loaded now?
Nah.
So maybe we can just go throwing it around.
I want to go buy a spear.
Gonna go buy a spear.
Yeah, I need to.
Okay. It is actually at this point blue night, so it's just past sunset.
Steal
So we're all going to shops for sure.
geared up.
Tonight?
Yeah, but we gotta go. We would leave in the morning.
We gotta go
now.
early. Yeah.
Go early instead.
I think we should go now so we can leave early.
You just said that they were
shop.
closed.
Oh, are they
Oh,
closed?
are they
They're
closed? Did we
closed.
wait too long? Damn
It
it.
sounds
Yes.
like it.
Yeah, y'all were like giving the speech at sunset. Now it's blue night
I'm
right now.
Okay, so we'll
Going to
go
get a room.
First thing.
Wake up
Okay.
early.
For 10 gold.
Same 10 gold, okay.
We'll be like that annoying customer that's like there, like right before the shop opens.
Actually,
so they're, like,
if I
setting
could
up.
eat before going to the room.
Yep.
eat as well.
The standard meal here is between 2 to 4 gold.
We'll go with the 4.
Okay. You get yourself pretty much steak and lobster.
I'll take a steak to the allergic to seafood.
How
You
big?
really-
Remdil has
In
an
real life,
allergy.
yeah.
I was supposed to say in canon?
It's just a strange detail to add.
Canonically, you're allergic to seafood?
Canonical food allergies.
And half elves.
Racist.
All right.
We have a half elf from
So
the party, don't we?
I'll eat.
Yeah.
Eat and sleep.
All right. So 2 to 4 gold for a meal.
2 gold.
2 gold and then 10 gold for a room.
2 gold.
2 gold, 10 gold for a room. Okay. All right.
I don't want to go to bed yet.
What do you want to do?
I do, but I don't.
You are getting tired.
I know, but I have so much I want to do. I'd like to try and mosey through this. I'm assuming the city is pretty alive right now with people like rushing here and there trying to get affairs
Most of
ordered.
the taverns are still very much.
But I'm saying like people are planning to evacuate. I'm assuming everyone's kind of like rushing around.
No, there's no rushing.
Oh. I get that vibe. I'm gonna try to, as I walk, toss around the one god mantras here and there and just see if anything catches.
Do you ever
I'm
just
gonna
get tired
follow
of it?
him at a distance.
No, because
Roll persuasion.
persuasion, you said.
Yeah.
Technically, are they all considered non-hostile?
They're not hostile.
They're not hostile? Okay.
They're not against you.
Let's take a 25 on that one then.
Okay. You get one elderly gentleman that starts to follow you around saying, "Really now?"
I'm trying to like find people who may have heard of this prior. Maybe the people who were building that church.
I've seen a couple of those people.
Where could I find them? And would you like to tag along?
Just slow down a little bit so I can keep up, but I'll follow you. And
That's fine. And then I'm gonna.
I think they were originally having drinks at the tavern on the east side, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't like to do these things in public. All right. I'm going to see how much he knows about the religion of Jethro Higginsby.
Hardly anything.
Okay. And then I'm going to tell him about the religion of Jethro Higginsby
Okay.
on the way there.
And he kills them.
No, I'm not killing anyone. That was a
Daggers.
one-time gig.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
That you don't know of. And
Killed
then I'm
anyone?
going to head back to Eastside Tavern. My goal here is to see how many followers I can send, hopefully through the night, to Barvis. That's the goal here.
Okay. Once you get to the East Tavern, or the East Inn, a large human, very large belly, but
Large or large? Large?
large and large.
Okay. Beefy boy. Got it.
Beefy and beefy stomach.
Got it.
He comes up to you, it's like, "Aren't you the Higginsby boy?"
Boy. Depends who's asking.
That means yes. You owe me, I think a total with interest now is 685 gold.
I have no clue what you're talking about.
I think you do.
I've been in this town all of 2 days.
Not that Higginsby, different one.
Yeah, different Higginsby. I'm Higgum's bottom.
Roll deception.
He is hostile towards you.
Deception, you say?
Yeah.
19.
Higgum's bottom.
Higgum's bottom.
He goes behind the counter and pulls out a wanted poster.
I get confused for Higgumsby a lot.
Huh. I can see why. He looks like he'd be your brother.
He could be. My mother, she got around.
One of those.
Yeah, one of those. I get it all the time.
I'm sorry.
Honest mistake.
You want a room? Otherwise?
I mean, you have just accused me of being a thief. A room would be the least you could
I didn't
offer.
accuse you of being a thief. I said you
sure-
owe me money.
It sure sounds like you did.
I'm sorry if it sounded that way.
Well, apology accepted in the form of a room. What's the measly? This is what?
If you buy a drink, I'll throw it a room.
This is a minimum 6 gold in. I'll take a drink. How much for a drink?
What would you like?
What's your finest?
I've got some nice hard liquor.
Of course.
Okay. Got some nice aged bourbon.
For
You want the whole barrel?
how much?
The whole barrel.
How much for the barrel?
15 gold.
How packed is this tavern?
It's got like 6 or 7 people.
Deal.
All right.
I'm gonna
get you a tap and let you do it.
Yeah, buddy. As he taps this keg,
Mhm.
I would like to the bar. Drinks all around. Blessings of the one God. One God.
So as you mention your god and start handing out drinks,
Okay.
the bartender goes up. You sure you're not related to Higginsby?
Oh, Higgum's bottom, Higgum's B. Again, get the confusion. Mother, I guess, wasn't imaginative with the names.
But that's not your first name, is it? That's your surname?
No, first name, Higgum's bottom.
Higgins Bottom.
Yes.
So this Jethro character isn't you.
Absolutely not.
Because I believe the other guy spewing about a god and doing the same kind of stuff you were just doing multiple times a night had the same kind of feel.
I could see. I mean, I've definitely heard the spiel before. Thought it was interesting, any god that offers free booze, so I decided anytime I drink, I offered his name. He must be one fine god.
Very well. You offer me a drink too?
Of course. I'll offer him a
He takes a mug.
I'll offer one, of course, to all of you if you're still downstairs.
I think she's the only one here.
And you don't see me.
Oh, well, never. I will offer one to all the other patrons.
All the other patrons gladly accept.
Raise for a cheer,
Hey!
and then bottoms up. And I will make sure this keg is gone by the end of the night,
Okay.
along with me and the rest of the patrons.
Okay. Y'all drink throughout the next hour and finish off this barrel.
And I will stumble to my room that he has lovingly provided because he's such a kind bartender.
Okay. What are you doing?
Go to my room after he goes to bed.
He's at a completely different end. You're going all the way back across town? Okay. All right. Is that everyone doing everything they want to do tonight?
Tonight.
Okay. So you all wake up in the morning. You two a little bit later. Actually, never mind.
Meditate.
You're
She's like,
awake
I
like 2
transformed
hours.
her.
She said, "Excuse me."
You're awake about the same time these guys wake up.
Yep, I'm gonna walk across town and get his ass.
Okay. 4 hours early.
Mhm.
Okay.
I'm having a great time.
Well, on the way, I'll go buy a spear.
Okay.
I do want to wake up some semi as soon as I can because shops.
Okay.
So wake up to a Rene standing over you.
Probably it would be for the second morning in a row. So
Okay. So who wants to do what this morning?
So
You're
I
going
think
to.
we're all
hitting-
shops.
yeah, I think that's
we're all
a
gonna
group
hit
shop
shop.
effort.
Yeah.
All right. What shops do y'all want to hit up?
General store,
Weapons.
blacksmith,
Yeah,
armor.
armor.
Weapons.
All right.
Boy, you need a shield.
So general store. Y'all have already been to a general store around here.
Make sure these two don't go
150 is the
along.
page you're looking for.
Let's,
What?
last time you guys almost got sand shoes.
Remdil, leatherworker? That's where I'm headed.
I was getting people with sand shoes like when I was yay tall. Okay,
We did the traveling episode. Now we get to do shopping episode.
montage.
Montage.
Reflex. 2 pairs. Sand shoes is a common gimmick. And water shoes. That one's still getting people to this day.
All right.
They're
Do
just
y'all want to go to the same one as the sand shoes or a different general store?
I would like to go there because they've told me about this dude trying to sling sand shoes, and I want to battle of wits this guy.
Okay. You're not awake yet.
Well, when I do,
Okay. What do you guys?
Rudely awakened.
I mean, that's
What
the only
shop?
that's the only
We're going
store
to a
I've been
leather
to.
worker.
So.
Leather worker.
Go find a place that would have kind of a nicer staff, I
Okay.
guess.
Splitting up or staying together?
We can split it up. It's fine.
Split up meeting time ish.
Okay. So do staff first.
Okay.
You get to a woodworker. He's got his own little stall. You see him. He has like some very short bows and some staffs, quarter staffs, walking sticks, a little small chair. It looks handmade. Other various wood-crafted items.
So I'll buy a short bow and your finest staff as well.
What kind of staff are you looking for?
Something strong, durable. If I need to be used in a scuffle, if I get out.
Okay.
And then a short bow as well.
Okay. I can accommodate that for you. Okay. He takes the short bow out, and he takes out a staff as well. The short bow is going to cost you.
And arrows as well.
He has some very basic arrows, like no iron tip. They're just literally feathered, sharp. That's pretty much it. The short bow is going to cost you 30 gold.
Okay.
And the arrows are going to cost you. Well, staff is going to cost you another 5 gold.
And arrows.
Arrows are going to cost you per 10 a gold.
Okay, so I'll get 30.
Okay. And they're very basic. Most, just the build from them, you have a feeling they're not going to be piercing armor very well. Or you don't feel like you're going to be able to pick up a lot of them that are shot onto anything hard. Okay. Leather shop.
I'm gonna hold up kind of my hide or kind of show what I'm wearing. Like, got anything nicer than this?
I've got something custom I made.
I'll take a look at that.
So he turns around and brings out a like almost reptile scale. Got this off a monitor. Took about 6 of them to make.
Well, ain't that a view, man?
Of course.
Kind of touch it and see what I think.
It looks like it's fairly well made.
This must have came off a hell of a lizard. How much you want for it?
75 gold.
This will protect me better than this.
Probably a little bit more.
Well, I'll tell you what. I got 50 gold on me I can give you right now. And I'll throw in this. I made this myself.
Not for that. I might have something else that might work for you. He turns around and goes and off the wall, and he pulls off a thing of studded leather. How about something like this?
Yeah, I like that scale you got there. I'll be back with your money.
Okay, I'll be here.
All right, I'm just gonna go get money and come back to make it quick.
Okay,
I'll
right.
buy that from him.
sounds good.
So
It is scale mail.
I'm gonna get it from you again because I hold all that money.
Scale mail, more like snail mail.
No.
So it's
No.
14 plus dex
Yes.
with a maximum modifier of 2.
Charisma again.
8
That's not like an charisma joke.
Plus 2 AC, that's worth it for sure.
-1.
Checks out.
All right. Where do y'all want to go?
I was probably gonna find some nicer robes too, if I could.
Okay.
And,
Get
and,
y'all
then,
real quick.
and then rations and all that stuff.
Let's do rations together. Everyone
Yeah.
needs to do rations.
What about you two?
I got food on me.
I need armor. So
Yeah.
blacksmith armor.
Blacksmith?
25.
Yeah.
You're probably waking up here shortly. You guys get to the blacksmith. He seems to be hammering a few horseshoes right now.
Just take like 100 of it.
I'll just offer you, like, does he acknowledge me at all? You know.
He seems involved in this horseshoe.
Excuse me, sir.
Yep. How can I help you?
I was like a little bit Edmund there for a minute. Sir, would you happen to have any suits of armor, maybe chain or anything a bit heavier that you have for sale? Or
Haven't had a need.
do you know who might have something like that? Any blacksmith, maybe?
Maybe some old war vets, but we have no need to make them anymore.
You have no need in this entire city of any protection ever?
I mean, every once in a while we'll make something special for the arena, but we don't make much armor around here.
Okay. Where do you know who supplies any guards around here? I've seen guards wearing armor around the
You've actually
arena.
seen a lot of the guards wearing studded leather.
Okay. Have you made a shield at any time in the past couple decades? Anything. You're killing me, Smalls. That's what you are.
I've made a shield here and there. You looking to buy one?
No, I'm just curious. Yes, I'm looking to buy a shield.
Well, just speak up next time. Got a few back here I can get. What about you,
Say
sir?
a slight prayer. Prayer.
Also take a shield.
All right, so he goes.
I'm a troll. This town sucks.
I love this town.
So he goes back inside and comes out with 2 round shields with some metal buckling around the side of it. So something like this work?
I have literally nothing, so it's 100% better than what I have.
So he hands. This is 15 gold apiece.
I just need one, really. Plus.
I'm taking one.
Okay, sorry. Yeah.
Wait.
Double shield.
Yeah, I was
Would
like-
that be a character?
Well, he didn't seem very intelligent, so I was like, maybe not. Yeah, I'll do it. Thank you. Is it just a normal shield?
And normal shield plus 2.
Cool. Did he have studded leather?
He does not.
Do you know who might have studded? Or any more leathers?
It's a leather smith. He's got his own place across the way over there.
And I leave promptly.
Okay. If you want to go get the leather, he sells studded leather for 50 gold.
5-0?
50.
Sounds good.
Y'all are awake. You're now above him. Assuming.
I'm just standing outside of his door.
Let's go. I'm gonna go to the sink, a little splashy splash. A little stretch. I'm gonna open the door, sort of quiet my eyes.
Good
and
morning.
then notice my rune interruption to my morning routine. Quite frankly. Good morning.
Everyone is off shopping. We should go.
I assumed as much. I'm just gonna kind of shimmy past her in the hallway and then just start to head downstairs, wave to the bartender on my way out, flip him a gold coin.
Okay.
I'm quietly, right on his heels.
Okay.
I'm having a great time.
Good.
My mood is up here today.
Yeah, a little bodyguard.
I guess, yeah. I don't need it.
You're used to followers.
But, I am used to followers.
All right, so where do y'all want
Do
to go?
any of the people from last night, are they still in the tavern?
There's one guy under a table sleeping.
Asleep, you say?
Asleep.
Unconscious asleep.
Unconscious asleep.
He's drunk. All right, I'm going to go up to him.
Okay. He doesn't move.
I'm going to sort of nudge him with my foot.
His foot moves.
I'm going to say, by the one god, and I'd like to pat him down.
Roll an investigation.
Oh my god.
This is the usual stick you guys haven't gotten to see yet.
I don't do anything. I'm just watching him. Just watching him do it.
20. 30.
Okay. There is a very small brown satchel with 3 copper in it. There is also a very half bent, beat up dagger on his side.
I'll leave the dagger.
Okay.
I'll take 3 copper.
Okay.
This handed you 450 gold. You're taking 3 copper.
And hey, old habits die hard, and I'm gonna, the one god thanks you for your patronage.
That's tithes.
Donation.
Tithes, man. Gotta pay the tithes.
All right.
And then I'm gonna kind of pat him on the head as I walk out the door.
I'm gonna slip 3 gold into that guy's pocket
Jesus.
that he just robbed.
Okay.
This is a solid plan. I'm still making my money. There's no longer a guild involved. This is great. I have a checklist mentally that I need to go take care of.
Okay.
I need some leather armor, first of all.
Just normal leather?
Well, some form of light armor. Studded leather would be the best, I assume.
Studded leather is very abundant, and this city has 50 gold apiece.
I'll take some of that. Yep. And then I'm gonna need. Actually, is there a way that I can? I'd like to visit a tailor, if I can.
Okay.
And I want to get. I don't want just like standard studded leather. I want like studded leather that's integrated into an outfit.
Okay.
Fancy studded leather, if you will. That's your normal everyday studded leather.
Okay.
Zephyro shit.
So you go to the tailor as you
I'm a warlock. I
see.
don't have weapons. This is my money.
You see Edmund walking into the tailor in front of you.
Ah, Edmund! Good morning. I expect that's not Edmund. You're here to get some new...
Threads, yes.
Yeah. Threads.
Hip.
I'm surprised.
You said your hip? Like it's bothering you?
Something I read in a book.
I know you're old. Your hip's bothering you?
I'm here for some traveling robes.
That's pretty much what I'm here for. And as I see the tailor, I just... Hello, kind sir.
Welcome. How are you doing?
I'm fantastic.
That is great.
Are you still following me? Okay.
Can I help you today?
Yes. My companion's here, as I gesture.
Well, he is now walking around all of you with a tape measure, like
Okay.
just measuring every
Yes.
inch of you.
Me and my companions will be going on a rather long journey.
Leg out, please.
Yep, sure.
Okay.
Like, I've done this before, so I'm just kind of, doing my thing. And we need some finer traveling clothes. And I visited I'm sure, accomplice of yours, selling studded leather. I was wondering if you could integrate that somehow to make it a little less warlike, a little more approachable.
We can do almost anything you want.
Perfect. If I could get some clothing fashioned, possibly some snug fit, good for traveling, good for speaking.
Very well. What's your favorite color?
Purple. Purple.
Okay.
Fine
it
purple.
is.
Actually, I would like to withdraw my book and show him the leather on the book.
Okay.
Match this.
With the leather.
Yes. Leather. Like the leather, studded leather. I want it like this.
We're going to have to ask the leather worker to hand us over some.
He can-
And
I know
the dye itself is going to be a pretty penny.
That's fine. What are we talking? 10 gold? 15 gold? Purple's cheap. Purple's cheap.
With your measurements here, let's see, we're looking at, probably with the custom work, it'll take about 3 days or so.
Oh, hell. I gotta leave in like the next 3 hours.
I don't know if that would be possible.
I'm
at
sure
that
you've got
point.
something lying around. You can take the hips in, make it fit.
Well, we have some fine clothes if you would like something like that for now.
That'll fit comfortably over my armor
It
pieces.
might be a little tight. Maybe just the pants and the jacket.
Well, that I could fit over some leather pieces.
Will do.
That sounds agreeable.
Okay.
Anything in my favorite color.
If you got a few hours, we can probably dye it if you don't mind just carrying it for it to dry.
I'll make deal with whatever he has, I guess.
Just walking through the woods with like a hanger.
I mean, to be fair, you dry leather with fire, right? Could I just...
Well, it's not leather that he's offering you.
I forgot. Okay,
You're
anyway,
a tailor.
yes. What do you got?
Well, we got these nice fine silk clothes here. You're obviously not needing the shirt, you just want the jacket with this. So the jacket and the pants, and you need some shoes with that, right?
Of course. I would like an undershirt to go underneath my leathers.
We can do
as
that
well as a tunic to go over my leathers, as well as a
My
jacket
God.
over the tunic, if you could.
I hate
Cuffed
so
sleeves, please.
Cuff sleeves.
Cuff sleeves. I don't like things on my wrist. I would also like the pants, if we could, to fit over my walking boots. By the way, walking boots. I'll need some of those as well.
Full meal.
And black or brown?
Ooh. Black shows less grime. Let's go with black.
Okay, black boots. The white shirt or a light gray?
Let's go with off-white, if you got it.
I can do it off white. More of
Okay.
a cream kind of color.
Cream, that's
Yes.
the word. Yes.
Okay. And
You guys just standing there having this entire exchange.
and the jacket. Color for that. We have
A
green
little heavy.
available.
We will be traveling, so I want to keep the wind and rain off of me. Heavy, but also moisture wicking, if possible.
We can do a wax on top of it just to like
wax.
make everything slide right
I
off.
knew you knew what you needed.
Yes.
Yeah, a little heavier jacket. Like I said, cuff sleeves. Loops over the buttons instead of direct split buttons. The loops are a little better. If you could.
Oh, of course, of course.
And then
I'm guiding about myself.
something. If I could.
How about tassels?
Tassels. Not a fan of tassels.
I am so sorry. No need to
Like I said,
offend. I'm
the
Bit
sorry.
too extravagant for him.
Yeah. Thank you. Someone who gets me. Like I said, just the cuffs, not on the wrist. Not a fan of on the wrist. Maybe
Yes, we'll leave it more open.
right here. Yeah, a little more open. That should about cover it.
What color theme were we?
I would like to
looking
go
at?
to push my hair back, which I now remember is gone, and I'm like, perhaps, you know what? No hat. Let's skip on the hat. Color theme, purple if you got it. If not, can we go for a dark, bloody copper sort of?
We have a brick
Are
kind
you,
of red.
are you familiar with the color Dragon's Brood copper?
No, but I can get you a brick red that might be similar.
Brick red is the closest you would have. I'll take brick red.
Okay.
Or purple. Purple if you
I
got it.
have to make up some adjustments to your measurements, but if you want to come back in like an hour to an hour and a half,
What's the total looking like here?
you're probably looking at about 65 gold.
Oh, that's not bad at all. And I will.
They should be.
You should have known this from last time. And then I'm sure my friends here, they look like they could use an update. Make sure you take good care of them.
Of course.
They're not too fashionable, so use best judgment. I'll see you in about an hour.
I'll be right here, and it'll be waiting for you packed up in a present.
Thank you, good sir. And I will now head to the leather to get my leather.
Okay. And how can we help you?
Yes, I'll take some of your traveling robes and some walking boots as well.
Is that it?
Yes, yes.
That is 6 gold, sir, for your measurements as well. It'd be about...
And the robes are durable, yes?
It's meant for traveling, just like you want. They should last unless you're planning on some very extravagant traveling.
And if I was, do you have something a bit more durable?
We can get some double stitching going on if you want to maybe reinforce it. Take about a day or so to reinforce it.
Not on hand then.
Your size. We can.
Yeah, like an old man.
You know what? If you give me 3 hours, I can make something work.
We keep on looking at her. I look at the sundial and I'm ready.
It changes as you.
That should be fine.
Okay.
What's it, like 6 a.m.?
That's fine. So
It's like 6. It's probably about 7.
we left super.
That should be fine. We got out early in case we encountered this sort of thing. And what's the total on that looking like?
You're looking at probably around 10 gold.
That's perfect. Yeah, I'll give it to you now. Have it ready for me with that other fellow's.
Very well. Yours will probably get done quicker, honestly.
Thank you very much.
And you, ma'am?
If you have a cloak with a hood that's even close to my size, I will take it now.
Let's see. Let's finish measuring it up. He checks a few things behind him. We have a blue or a black.
Black.
That was easy.
All right, that's going to be 4 gold, ma'am.
I'll take some traveling shoes as well.
Okay. That is 5 gold.
Desert is a cloak.
And black as well, I'm assuming?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, my paid man. I'll leave.
You actually have your clothes.
Yep.
Alright. So you all leave. You want to go get weapons? Okay. All for weapons?
I don't need
Nope,
weapons.
I don't need weapons.
If the spear place can get a longsword, then yes.
There are very, very few weapons. There's some basic spears, all about 3.5 gold each. There's some javelins.
Done.
Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, those go for 1 gold apiece.
I'll go with 4 of them. I got numbers.
There are some light hammers as well. The swords, the only swords they have are short swords.
It's better than a club, isn't it?
Yes.
Because they didn't let me out with that longsword I took
No.
from the arena, did they?
Nope.
Yeah. Damn it. I was hoping to sneak that one in. Definitely the short sword.
Okay, those go
I
for
always have problems saying that.
those go for 20 gold apiece.
Short sword.
Short.
Yep.
Sure.
Any blades are a lot more expensive.
And 4 javelins.
And 4 javelins. Okay, that's 4 gold for those. And simple spear for you. So that's 3.5 gold.
I'm gonna buy like 30 rations.
30 rations. A ration here, depending what you get, is going to be about...
Stuff that lasts a while. Dried meats and such.
Dried meats are probably about 1 gold apiece.
Okay. 30
So 30 rations would last you about 15 days of long rest each time.
And I'm buying for everybody, so.
Okay.
Does he have any sort of skinning knife?
There was a
You're buying
small, there was a small little market tent that had like fishing gear that you swear you saw like a skinning knife on.
I'm gonna go buy one of those.
Okay.
That's 30 rations for the group.
Was that like a gold? How
That
much
would
is that?
be 8 silver.
Remdil, you got a big tent, right?
Yeah, I got it.
We got everyone 10.
I have no silver, so I give him a gold and a weight change.
Okay. He starts giving you, he gives you 10 copper and 1 silver.
Just for fun.
Got it.
All right. Anything else you want to do?
I'm going to get some additional rations. Some flavorful things.
Okay. Like
Fruit-
sweets,
fruits and nuts,
fruits. So
And dried
sweets are going to be about. They're not going to be great for you. They probably count as a half ration,
Yeah, I know.
and that's 2 gold apiece.
Let me get 5 of those.
Okay.
Oh, super important. We have torches, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because we use all of them
Yeah.
on the way up
We'll
here.
buy 10 torches.
10 torches.
Just make sure we have.
You're looking at 2 gold.
Okay, I'll do that. I got that.
I'd like to upgrade my little side bag as well, if I could.
Okay. Almost like backpack
Little
size.
Yeah, satchel bag. That I can put like my book and like a couple.
You're looking at about 12 gold. It's not quite as big as a backpack, but
And that's pretty much all I
Okay.
can think of I need. Oh, parchment paper.
parchment paper. Just normal parchment? Or you want parchment or paper?
Parchment. Or parchment and pen and like a writing set.
They actually have a box set that has quill, ink, and parchment in it.
Can I add wax seals?
You can probably get some, but the parchment set goes for 20 gold.
Okay.
Okay. Comes with 50 pieces of parchment. And quill and 2 vials of ink.
Can I add wax for 8 gold? I want to round this number off.
Wax goes for 2 gold.
2 gold. That's still not rounded. Make it. I'll just give him 3. Actually, no. That's fine. I forgot I have 7.
Okay.
Gold's fine.
Okay.
And then we'll pick up our ropes and
Yep, you pick up the robes.
meet up with everybody.
You start going
Oh, I'm getting dressed right there.
Heading towards
towards the north side.
Harvest.
All right.
Hey man, do you mind if I wear that ring we took off the governor?
Yeah, of course.
I'm gonna, like, as you hold it, extend my claw out until it gets it, and then retract it with it on it.
Nice.
All right. All right. You all start heading towards Parvis. That's where we're going to end the episode today. Please like, subscribe, comment, and hit that notification bell, guys.
Do it.